Dr. Sue, let me begin with you, please. First, kind of take us to school on schizophrenia, if you would, please.
Well, first of all, schizophrenia is when you hear voices within inside of your head and you have paranoid delusions, and it really is a chemical imbalance within inside of your brain. Though I'm not quite sure that's what has happened here. I have a different theory on what this is, and I believe it's more that he's a sociopath.
Ooh, tell us why, Dr. Sue.
Well, let's look at all the evidence here that has been presented to us. First of all, it appears as though he was living a double life. He was a very handsome man, very charming, doesn't seem that he had a lot of empathy for others, was very violent. And when he was being interviewed, it didn't appear that he had much remorse. And I feel that he had to kill her for himself, because if he didn't, then all of his secrets would be revealed.
Oh, Dr. Sue, you've got me in suspense here. Let's go back to when this guy was interrogated by police and listen to how he answers the questions, my friends. His voice, his tone, it's really fascinating. And Tim Jansen, I'm coming to you on the other side of this.
The water's like half full. She's submerged partially, but she's also partially not submerged, and one of her legs is kind of sticking up and out a little bit. And it's just extremely awful, and it doesn't look natural. Obviously, she fell or something happened. And I tried to pick her up. I turned the water off. I tried to pick her up. She's stiff.
Oh, he's so soft-spoken. It's eerie, isn't it? Tim Jansen, so we've got this guy who's saying his wife drowns in the bathtub, but yet the medical examiner finds her hyoid bone is broken in her neck, which the great Dr. Cyril Weck taught me, strangulation is what can cause that. Tim Jansen, where do you go with this if you're defense counsel?
Well, I would not go with schizophrenia defense or mental health illness at the time of the offense. Schizophrenia is out of touch of reality, poor memory, inability to grasp reality and give sentences. That interview, he clearly was answering the questions. He had a really good memory. He was remembering where her leg was propped. He clearly is coming up with a defense. Most people suffering a mental illness may not know they committed a crime, but when you go to the length of giving an interview that you're trying to negate guilt and come up with the reasons and a detailed memory, you're not suffering from any kind of mental health illness at the time of the offense. So I do not believe he has any chance of any insanity defense at the time of the offense. His own interview would negate that, and his phone call to the police. They found her body. He said she was in the pool in the tub, and when the AMT got there minutes later, neither one of them were wet. There was no wet on either one of them. So he's lying. He's covering it up. He had a double life. I believe he was going to lose his contract with Zombie, and he took matters into his own hands.
We definitely have a pants-on-fire situation with this guy. Really sick, sinister behavior, if he is a sociopath, as you believe him to be, Dr. Sue. I've got another clip from the interrogation, and this is where he's telling police his theory about how his wife died.
She slipped, or she fell, or she blacked out, or something caused her to collapse. And either one foot in the tub reaching to turn it on, the other foot slipping outside, or vice versa. It could have been awkward. It is kind of an awkward decision.
Oh my, he's so articulate, isn't he? Dr. Sue Kornblith, if you could interview him at that point in time, the time he was interrogated, what would you be asking him, please?
I would be asking him to take me through exactly what happened during his day. What happened when he got into the home? How did he find her? What did he do from the minute that he found her to try to revive her? There is nothing in that interview that talks about this. And the fact that he and her were not wed at all goes to show that really it seems as though he's making a lot of this up. If you notice how he's talking, it's very monotone and very slow. It's as if it's been rehearsed.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Dr. Sue Kornbluth, always love having you on Opening Statements. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us this morning. We'll see you back here soon. And Tim Jansen's going to stay with us as we're rolling into Court TV Live shortly. But when we come back, prosecutor Brianna Coakley from the Boy in a Box case is joining us live here on Opening Statements to talk about the win and what is next for Tracy Ferreter.